I'd always thought, wouldn't it be fun to go to the Oscars? And then when I went to the Emmys, I went, no, I must never go to the Oscars. Imogen is our demographic.
Oh my God, the Venn
Tough doesn't give a
Come on.
That's our sweet spot right there. Do they rate your breath at
No.
Crofts?
They don't.
Go on, Gladys, stick your head in there. It's that time of the week again. Hello and welcome to this dollop of hopefully useful advice from me, Graham Norton, and in person, Maria McErlane. Hello.
Don't say dollop of.
No?
No.
Dollop of?
Dollop
No.
of.
Dollop of.
A dollop of.
Oh, fancy a dollop of this?
Yeah. Come on,
Maria,
let's start where we mean to go.
I'm exhausted.
Yes.
Because award season is finally over.
Thank goodness.
Oh, I mean, I didn't get anything myself this year.
Me neither, which was a surprise.
I know. Have you ever been to the Oscars?
Not to the Oscars, no. I have been at a award ceremony, a comedy award ceremony, where myself and Anne Bryson, who once presented a TV programme called 6:30 something, she was nominated for a comedy award. I wasn't.
What? Oh, no, that's like when they do that to Claudia and Tess.
Yeah.
Oh, you must be, you're the Tess of the equation.
I was Tess of the equation. Yeah, because, anyway, let's not go into it. But it was very...
Still rankles. And given the show was called 6:30 something, it was a while ago.
It was quite a long time ago. But I had to go to the award ceremony, obviously. Still.
Just to look daggers.
Well, no, and do that thing that you have to do, which is...
Oh, I couldn't be happier for Anne.
Yeah. Anyway, she didn't...
No, I really couldn't be happier.
She didn't win.
Good.
No,
Good.
not good. She didn't win, and I had to go like that. Oh,
It would have rankled more if she'd won.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I was greatly relieved.
Yeah. And
You? What about you?
We've been to award shows a few times together.
Yes, we have.
Yes. You like getting dressed up. You like putting a fancy frock on.
I know. I don't go to them anymore since you've been married, which is annoying.
And he doesn't go to them either.
I know he doesn't.
Mind you, I don't go to them anymore.
You don't. I think you can have enough of them, and I do take my hat off to all those Hollywood people that does another dress, another day, another stylist, and you just think. And also annoys me the little tiny box in the corner now, and all over YouTube and so on, of the people commenting on what people are wearing and what they should have worn. Slay, no. Ashamed of yourself.
And also, you always get like, who died and made you,
the
fashion
queen of
god?
style.
Yeah. Like, what are you wearing? You're just wearing a dark T-shirt stuck in a corner of a, badly shot Instagram video.
But there are so many of those. They're influencers, of course, who influence fashion and tell you what you should be wearing, shouldn't be wearing. And I just think, just leave them alone. And also award ceremonies now, who can wear the tiniest thing?
Well, that's at the Grammys, they flash.
Yeah.
Whereas the actors tend to dress up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, classy. Keep it classy.
But basically, award ceremonies are very long and very dull, and you don't get nice food, and you're always dying to go to the loo. That's my experience.
And also never enough to drink. No, it is, because you kind of think, now, because often they don't tell you the running order.
Yeah.
So, and if you are nominated, you're thinking, do I have time to go to the bar at all?
But also, certainly at the Comedy Awards, though, they used to give you as much to drink as you wanted because they wanted outrage. They wanted Julian Clary, finishing his career, basically, which he did for a couple of years. They wanted people fighting. They wanted outrage, and a lot of the times they got it. So
it was good fun, though.
Yeah.
It really was.
I had some great fights.
Yeah.
Proper brawling.
You and Anne Bryson, you bitch.
I love Anne Bryson. And she is very, very funny.
She is very funny.
Yeah.
We love Anne Bryson. Very good.
What else?
Well, now, I did go to the Emmys once.
Ooh.
In America.
Yeah.
And I felt like, because I'd always thought, wouldn't it be fun to go to the Oscars? And then when I went to the Emmys, I went, no, I must never go to the Oscars. Because when I went to the Emmys, this thing that I've watched on TV and is so glamorous and lovely, when you get there, they're just people in frocks, and and then because they've got big long trains of the dresses, and they look at you with daggers if you
don't step on me.
If you step on their dress, and I was like, you decided to wear a 20-foot long dress in a very crowded room.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like I'm the mad person for stepping on it.
I love you for saying that. But also, we did watch it. We went to an Oscars party once, if you recall. And then when we got there, Andy's. And,
yes.
And he couldn't get the Oscars.
That's right.
He couldn't get the feed.
His wife had cancelled the subscription to Sky Arts. We were just having to read it on live streaming on Twitter.
That was one of my favourite Oscar parties ever, where you don't get to watch the Oscars.
Yes, it was funny. It was a tense moment.
Yeah, I think a lot of people left early, didn't they?
Which was good. I wasn't going to stay anyway because it goes on so long. It goes on so long. Now, this podcast...
Yes.
Yet to win any awards.
How can that be?
I know. Do you think today might change that?
I have so many dresses waiting in my wardrobe.
And can we give a shout out to lovely Leather Whisket?
Oh, my lovely Leather Whisket was a purchase when I was 19, which is obviously in the 1900s.
That was before you knew Anne Bryson.
Yes. And it came from Liberties of London. It was really expensive. So I've never thrown it away. And now I'm thinking, even though, this is a bit dating, obviously, but I think it might be back in fashion. Who knows?
It has been over the period.
Yeah. There's been many periods. Yeah. And then this is Bambi and Mother. Did you cry at Bambi?
I don't think I've ever seen Bambi.
Don't be ridiculous.
No, I've never seen it.
In Ireland, they didn't have films, though, did they?
No, we'd no films. We just had cave drawings to enjoy.
You just watch the mud coming up, wouldn't you? Every time it rained. Up against the window. Look, Mommy, more mud today. Shall I measure it?
Yeah, that was me as a child. We'll have a dilemma in just a moment. Right, Maria, do you have letter number 1, please?
I do.
Hurrah.
Hurrah. Okay, dear Graham and Maria, I love the pod and hope you can help.
See, I knew I was going to enjoy this letter.
Yeah. Hope you win an award.
Oh, great.
My boyfriend's breath stinks. I'm pretty sure he brushes his teeth twice a day and his general hygiene is good. But it doesn't just smell after meals or in the morning. And I've noticed it's not just when I'm sat opposite him either. For example, recently in the cinema, I got a whiff of it every time he laughed. We've been together for almost a year now, but I can't help but think this is getting worse. I'm starting to feel reluctant about kissing him, which makes me feel terribly guilty. But I don't know how on earth I raise this with him. Help.
Oh, I mean, it is that, like, I think in a relationship, you should be able to bring up these things.
I know.
But a year is, it's still quite new.
Yeah.
And there's probably a bit of best behavior and they're not that relaxed
I
with
want
each
Grace
other.
to tell us, though, if, presumably when she first went out with him, because that's obviously the biggest turn-off when you go, oh, yeah, chemistry's good. Kiss, oh, no, can't do that. So has it just recently started or has it always been the case? I mean, in which case you've kind of missed out here you could have told him at some point. What's going on?
I thought it was your foot, but it's little Raffy. Do you want to get up,
How long
Raffy?
do you think my legs are?
I want to get up, Raffy. And
I'm not
introduce yourself to the
Gazelle.
people. Come here. Here you go. Oh, look, there he is.
Now I'm knocked out.
Oh, yeah. Look in your lovely jumper. Oh, you look
And
so
talking
lovely.
of bad breath, very bad.
Terrible.
Oh, you've noticed that
Yeah,
already?
of course I have. It stinks.
I don't know. What shall I do? Can you tell him?
Yeah. Raffy, have you seen a dental hygienist?
He goes and has his teeth sonically done. I think it's a small dog thing, but you're not the first person to comment on it, and I'm embarrassed.
Well, I wasn't going to comment on it. You brought it up, so I thought it was all right.
Well, I brought it up in context of this letter.
Of course. So it's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But it is true. We have an example right here.
We do. Yes, example, Exhibit A. Rafi, you are Exhibit A.
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
No, I would say, and we've often talked on this. Well, I don't know why we've often talked, but we have often talked about dental hygienists.
Yeah.
Or did we just talk about that in our own personal life?
No, I don't think so.
We've mentioned it on here before, I think. But anyway,
almost certainly.
I mean, you can't give someone a gift of 12 dental hygienist sessions, but you sort of feel like he needs to go to a dental hygienist.
But I think that this is something more because she's seen him clean his teeth. She knows what he's doing. She probably knows when he's flossing or whatever. I think it's something more. There's a thing called GERD, which is somebody will look it up in a minute. And it's to do with what's in your lungs or what's in your stomach. It's like are you listening? It is like a post-nasal drip thing that happens, which can cause bad breath. I'm carrying on even though...
No, I'm listening.
And sinus troubles and various things. And they are often overlooked because people think it's just about here.
Yeah.
But it's about, what's going on in your esophagus, what's going on in your lungs, what's going on in your stomach. Some people have, acid reflux, which causes that too. So sinuses, acid reflux, it could be one of those things. I would say get him checked out. And then in a way you can say, I think this is what's causing this is not your teeth.
Yeah, but I would start with teeth.
Okay.
Before you go for the lungs or the stomach, because it could be, he could have gaps in his teeth where food's getting stuck and rotting,
Sure.
and he's not cleaning. So you could get him some of those interdental brushes,
sticks
those
and
things.
brushes. Yes. But
again,
also, she could book an appointment with a hygienist and then do a sneaky. Sorry, this is sneaky. Ring up the hygienist and say, "Please, can you help? He's got really bad breath. I want to make sure it's not the teeth before we investigate anything further." So you kind of pre-warn the hygienist.
But if you
is
can't
that bad?
if you can't mention to him that he's got bad breath, if you're not in that place, then how the hell do you book him a dental hygienist appointment?
Well, you say I'm booking one for myself. So I'll book one for you while I'm there.
Oh, and we can go out for lunch afterwards.
And yes, we can go out for garlic afterwards.
Yeah.
Because something's got to cover that awful smell that comes out of your mouth. I think that, there are ways of dressing these things up and there are sneaky ways of doing things. But I don't know what to do about my dogs, which is more important than Grace, obviously.
It's not that bad.
His?
No.
It's terrible.
Well, it's not, but it's a dog.
I know, but
You're such a cute dog. Oh, you're such a cute dog.
he won't win at Crufts. Not that he'd win anyway, or that I'd put him in.
Do they rate your breath at Crufts?
No, they don't.
Go on, Gladys, stick your head in there.
Judges just fainting on the spot.
Oh, and it's failed on the breath test.
It is very hard to tell partners, like underarm smell but if you live with him and you see what he's doing with his teeth and I'm sure the rest of his hygiene is perfectly fine.
Yeah, she rates the rest of his hygiene.
But I think really when you're at a cinema and somebody's going, ha, 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 and still you're going, wow, breath waves.
Yeah, that's something dying inside.
That is something I think that is more, not serious, but it's a different area to the teeth.
And what do you, sorry, I shouldn't ask you this, but you may not know, but is it just that you take pills and it gets rid of the GERD thing?
Yeah, you can have sprays and so on, and it may need antibiotics if you've got some sort of infection in your sinuses, but something is going on that I think is possibly bigger than the teeth and the mouth. So GERD is gastroesophageal reflux disease. I know it's quite hard to say, but has he got it?
I'm staring into his ass.
Well,
Not this end.
You'll feel it coming out if it is.
Oh, Raffi.
Do you like his jumper?
I love his jumper. Listen,
Shall we see?
I think we've given some you've obviously done some research. Well done, you. So let's find out what the wangers feel.
Okay, Vicky says, this is an awful situation to be in. You obviously don't want to hurt your boyfriend's feelings.
No.
It may be that although he brushes his teeth, he might not floss at all or often enough.
That's what I said.
You did. I'd bring up the subject of how you're thinking of buying a water flosser and ask him if he's seen them before. His answer will hopefully give you an opening to discuss his oral hygiene. Good advice.
No, can I just say, have you ever had a water flosser?
No.
So I bought one because in my head, because I use those interdental
I use
things,
those too, sticks.
And so I
or
thought,
flossing.
and it's such a waste having to buy them all the time. And I just thought, I'll get a water flosser and I'll put it in my mouth and it'll just be, and it'll be amazing. And I bought one and it just is kind of like a,
Oh, so
it's just some water in your mouth. It's not what you. I thought it was going to be like power washing.
Yeah.
I thought it was I would jet wash my teeth with this thing.
So when you see people doing that with their patios, you
Yeah.
thought that would be in your
Yeah,
mouth.
that'd be me.
Your head would be destroyed.
Yeah, well, but I would at least get rid of everything that's in there.
And your teeth.
And my teeth. But no, not like that. So I would say stick with the sticks rather than the water thing.
Yeah. Reg, the salop boy, whatever that means. Dear Graham and the gorgeous Maria. Oh, Reg. You could buy an old World War II gas mask. I reckon he'd get the message pretty quick. However, in all seriousness, this may actually be a sign of an underlying health issue. So if you love him, then you need to pluck up your courage and tell him, what's the worst that can happen? He pins you down and breathes on you. Very good. Thank you, Reg. Well, I do think that's true. I do think, find out, is he having trouble with his sinuses? Is he feeling reflux? Is he getting indigestion? Or all of those questions you can ask first.
And you know what the other thing is, Grace? This is kind of the first test of your relationship. You're with him a year. You like him, apparently.
Yeah.
So if you can't get past this, if he reacts so badly to this news,
Yeah.
then this relationship was not meant to be. Because actually, he should be able to take it
Wow.
from someone for someone
He
who cares
should.
about him.
He should.
If he believes
And if he
that
can't,
Grace,
it's a deal breaker.
yeah, I would say, because who does he think Grace is? You know, is Grace just this horrible woman who's trying to make him feel bad?
Yeah.
No, she's someone who cares about you and is worried about you.
Good.
Yeah.
Jenny in Newcastle, leave him.
I spoke too soon.
Yeah. A lifetime is a long time to spend with someone who disgusts you. Well, that's fairly categorical, Jenny in Newcastle.
Wow.
But there are ways, I think, before we get to that red flag. Hillary
I'm
says,
leaving you. You disgust me.
out of nowhere.
It's you, not me.
Hillary says, best just to tell him in a shit sandwich.
Been
Praise.
eating them.
Yeah. That'll do it, won't it? That'll give you bad breath.
That will. Woo! What is that?
What have you been eating? Praise him, then criticize, then praise. Declare your love and then reassure him with a passionate kiss after he takes a dose of mouthwash.
I feel sick.
Yeah, that's not good. Nicola in Derbyshire, she says, you know Derbyshire?
Oh, I do, the Peak District.
I have found that kissing is the best time to bring it up. Say something like, have you brushed your teeth today? And if he says yes, just state politely that you've noticed recently, even after brushing, there's a bit of a smell. Then suggest he book in a hygienist appointment. Do not mention it in a fight or if he's a bit vulnerable. No matter how tough they seem, it can break them. But don't choose being nice over being kind. If you love and respect him, then you should say something. Hope it works out. Nyeh.
Well, no, I think that she does have. Look, in the end, there's all the subtle thing you do, but in the end, if you are going to be with this person, this is a pretty basic conversation to have.
Yeah.
So you should be able to have it.
And he should be able to take it.
Yeah, and if he can't, well. Anyway, Grace, hopefully we've given you some options there, but you could always scroll down below this on Spotify or YouTube and see if there's any extra advice in the comments below. Maria? We'll have another
Yes.
problem in but a moment.
Oh.
Wangers rejoice, you can watch us on your TV.
Hooray! If you have a smart telly, you can go to YouTube or Spotify and search for Wanging On.
Yeah, it's great. You can find our full episodes, all of them.
So you can binge them all, or you can watch us weekly, like a normal person.
This is the brave new world of visualized podcasting, Maria.
I am all over it. Stream Wanging on your smart telly now.
Maria, let's spoil our audience with another dilemma.
Are you excited about this one too?
Ish.
Not so much.
I peaked.
You peaked early. Dear Graham and Maria, my partner and I have been together for many years, and we have my friends and we have his friends. I am friends with his friends and he is friends with my friends. No issues there.
This is a children's book.
Janet's friends with John's friend. Yeah. No issues there. The issue is when we combine these two groups. When we have hosted parties in the past, both sets of friends then often separate themselves into their own groups and very little mingling happens. My friends are quite outgoing and have often told me that his friends are not very welcoming and don't make an effort to talk to them. I thought that this was a bit over the top until I saw it for myself with my own
my
eyes.
goodness.
At our last party, I introduced one of my good friends and her boyfriend to two people in my boyfriend's friendship group. It was incredibly awkward. They didn't ask any questions and continued having their own conversation, leaving my friends out. While I don't expect them to be bosom buddies, I do expect them to at least try and talk to each other as they have the mutual connection of being friends with us. Is there anything I can do, or should I just let it go? And that's from Veronica. Don't hear many Veronicas these days, do you?
Veronica Mars.
It's a nice name, though, Veronica. Well, Veronica, I think you say when we host parties, I think you have to step away from the hosting of the parties and you have to invite certain little groups of his friends and your friends, smaller, to different sorts of events. Maybe go bowling or something where there's chat. People are invariably quite shy and will always gravitate back to who and what they know. So I think when it's a big party and that's his friends and that's my friends, they're going to stay on opposite sides. But if they know each other from something else we've done, go for cinema night or go on a walk on a Sunday morning in the pub. So you integrate little sections of these friends of his with yours. And then when there is a big party, it's not like everyone's coming at it cold. They know the person from hiking, or they know the person from the cinema or bowling. It's a really difficult one because the only common denominator is you and your partner, Veronica.
The thing I struggle with, why does it matter? Because who cares if they're friends with each other? You're friends with them, Veronica. You get on with them. End of. Your party's still a big success because one gang is all talking to each other and one gang's all talking to each other. Everyone has a nice time and goes home.
Well, she wants there to be some sort of crossover, obviously, because if she's thinking in the future, I'd like to for them all to get on.
What's weird is
you're not making any effort to make that happen.
I think what's odd is that they've been together for many years. And I think as you stay with someone for a long time, your friendship groups do become one friendship
Yeah, because
group.
you have people over for dinner or you meet people in the pub. But that doesn't seem to have happened.
It's odd that.
It is quite
I know
odd.
she's blaming his friends,
Yeah.
but it has to be her friends too.
But also, don't ever say, have you met, blah, blah, blah. It's like people just go, oh, yeah, hi, and then carry on with their conversations. You've got to work to integrate people.
Twister, that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, not Twister. But, common denominators. Oh, so-and-so has just been learning French and you just come back from Paris and blah, blah, blah. All of that, whatever, conversational gambits.
I'm going for an Uber. Comment t'as dire Uber?
Au revoir. A bientôt. You've got to work. I mean, that you've got to work to kind of knit those social groups together.
Yeah. I mean, I do think you're right. Activities are probably the way forward. So, like a little hiking weekend or something like that, where people have to do things together.
And different sets, so that, there is a crossover. It's not just like a wedding where there's your family, my family.
Yeah. But I think, Veronica, you can't just, these aren't dogs or children. You can't just pile them all in a room and kind of go, well, there you go, play. I think
have a nice time.
You've got to, use your human eyes and ears and go, I think they will get on with those ones. Because, not everyone does get on, and not everyone, as you said, not everyone has things in common. So, use your own sense of judgment as you're putting these groups together.
Yeah. But actually, also, this does, this falls into the category of, first of all, a problem.
Oh, I mean, you don't really have a problem, Veronica.
No, you don't.
And
if all that fails, I would say, don't have any more parties.
God, for everyone's sake.
They all hate them. They've even called us to tell us.
Yeah. Oh, if I talk to them, I might get invited again.
Shall we see what the
wangers? Yes.
We forgot about the wangers. Rain doesn't tell us where Rain is, everywhere at the moment. I think perhaps an improv game, so just one word at a time might help. Create teams of 2 or 3 people consisting of friends from his group and her group. The host of the party gives them each a scenario, only when it's their turn and not before, such as how I made dinner or what I did on holiday. Each team has 60 to 90 seconds to tell the story one word at a time in front of the group. Set the timer and off you go. At the end of the game, everyone votes for the best story. Points or a silly prize can be given to the winning team. But at a party where there's a DJ, I know your face. Well,
I'm feigning illness.
You wanted me to carry on with this.
No, I want to know what it was. But can I just say, after each gives the scenario, I think I'm going to feign fainting. I'm just going to go,
You can't do that at a collective party. This has to be one of those smaller kind of gatherings that we talked of. If you want to do an
even
improv.
more hot making.
Oh, God. Ruth says, if this couple are serious about their friends integrating, they should put in the effort and be proactive to facilitate them getting on, and perhaps organise some kind of group activity that acts as a good icebreaker. Things like a hike, followed by a drink at the pub or playing.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fun.
Playing padel.
I'd do that. Maybe not,
Would you play
but I'd go for a hike and a drink.
Maybe also a home blind wine tasting where you can cover the bottles and turn it into a game to guess the type of wine. That's better than one word at a time, frankly.
Yeah, one wine at a time.
Yeah, everyone gets so sloshed. People are usually a lot more friendly after a glass of wine or two. I think that's a good bit of advice, Ruth. Thank you.
That's not bad.
Guy says, definitely don't say, hi guys, can I introduce you to Ben and Sarah, 2 orcs? Create an inn. Like, hey, you've been to Japan. Ben and Sarah are going there. I've taken a gin, Ben and Sarah.
Yeah. Shut up.
Or Guy has another scenario he'd like to suggest. Guy says, does your dog pee on the sofa? Ben and Sarah's does, and she's nearly won.
No wonder they're going to Japan.
What's he doing going out with a 1-year-old? Failing all this, I'm sorry, but they're probably just not into them. That's probably true. We've got a voice note.
From Julian in Hamburg.
I know.
Hamburg.
I'm so
Hamburg.
excited.
So I don't really think friends have to mix. Like, we all have different people for different parts of our lives, and forcing it just makes it awkward, I guess. I don't know. But if you really want them to, I'd start smaller. Maybe one of your friends, one of his, super low pressure. Or if you're feeling super brave, do a games night where people have to mix in teams. It's torture, but nothing bonds people like some mild social torture.
I think that's true, Julian.
Yes, they could all bond in their hatred of Veronica and her boyfriend.
Yeah. And then they'd never come to your group parties.
And then you'll see pictures online of them all at another party together that you're not at.
That's really the ultimate, isn't it? Revenge. I liked Julian in, where was he?
He was in Hamburg.
Hamburg. I could detect a South African voice there, could you?
It was an accent, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, accent, that's one. Accent, that's what I'm saying.
Any more for any more?
Imogen says, long-time listener, first-time wanger.
Oh,
Hooray, welcome, wanger. Imagine that your two circles of friends are the circles of a Venn diagram. You and your partner are the thin slither where the circles meet. Kindly, I suggest you move on. Oh, thank you, Imogen.
Imogen is our demographic.
Oh, my God, the Venn
Tough
diagram.
bitch who doesn't give a shit.
Come on.
That's our sweet spot right there.
Yeah, please, and welcome, Imogen.
Welcome, Imogen.
We need
Welcome
your
to our
wanging
world.
and more Venn diagrams. Thank you very much.
Oh, Veronica, thank you very much for that dilemma. It actually got a really big response. Just a reminder, we have one email address and one email address only. So if you want to send in a dilemma or join a list of the wangers who give advice, or indeed ask the question, am I weird? Do get in touch. It's wangingon@listen.co.uk.
Wangingon@listen.co.uk.
And somebody has used that address to send in this week's Am I Weird? What is
the weird today? This comes from Jane in London. Am I weird that my absolute favourite time of the day is going to bed on my own? I can think of nothing more joyful than getting into bed with no one talking to me, asking me anything, and either scrolling on my phone or reading a good book. I have a very busy life, 2 teenage boys and a younger girl. My husband leaves for work at 8 a.m. and gets home at 7 p.m. I work from home, which is stressful having to juggle with all the house admin, children admin, ferrying children to clubs, various child dramas, doing 90% of the housework, and spending my life being asked what is for dinner. Slightly martyrish there, isn't it?
Well, but also, where's the husband when she goes to bed?
Asleep on the sofa, snoring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's locked him
Having
out.
done a whole bottle of Johnny Walker.
There was nothing for dinner.
She was in bed, Graham.
That's why they keep asking her, what's for dinner? Where's the fucking dinner?
I mean...
She's in bed with a good book again.
That is quite a lot that she's having to deal with.
I mean,
you can say at some point, I don't care what's for dinner. Ask your dad.
Yeah.
Because she's already said, look, it's passive aggressive. I do 90% of the housework.
Well, she does.
Who does the other 10%?
The children.
It doesn't get done. That's what. It doesn't get done.
It's just squalor.
Yeah. Oh. Squalor. 10% of squalor. It's a good title for a book. 10% of squalor.
You could use that.
For your book, I was thinking.
Yeah. Your shitty book. Yeah.
Now, we were quite nice before, but now we've been quite horrible.
But actually, look, the bottom line is, I think, Jane's very fortunate. Yes, she's got a lot going on in her life, but she really enjoys that moment of solitude.
Well,
and I think
you would, wouldn't you?
Well, you would, but
90% of the housework.
Yeah, but I think some people don't enjoy the solitude.
Yeah, that's true. They're lonely.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. They're lonely.
And she's not.
I love it, especially because I live by the seaside. When it's raining and you can hear the sea outside, and you get into bed, and it's very much
just the smell of Rafi's breath.
Don't spoil it.
Wafting you to sleep.
with each wave crashing on the...
Well, I think the seaweed's been out for some time.
Well, I find Marafi's breath stops me from having to take a sleeping pill. It's the best drug there is, Graham.
So what are we saying? Weird or not weird?
No, not weird at all.
Not
Perfectly
weird
normal.
at all. We're jealous of you. Well done, Jane. Maria, I believe
Yes.
we've wanged on enough for 1 week.
Remember, of course, there is plenty of expert help out there. Find a link on our Instagram as a starting point because we are on @WangingOn.
Wanging On with Graham and Maria is a listen production. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.